Let me introduce myself. Yeah, my name is Venkat. Uh, I have 17 years experience in IT and past 12 years I am working with data warehouse BI technologies. I also worked in USA for 3.5 years and today we are here for the Power BI demo. So I worked with various business domains like insurance, professional services and manufacturing industries. I worked with various clients, HRH, Reynolds, and Microsoft. So, I coming to the data warehouse BA applications, I have designed, developed, and implemented BA applications for my clients. So what I'm going to cover today. So, I will cover the three tools which are inside the Power BI, and your Power BI is a self-service business intelligence tool. It's a visualization software. So what is a visualization? It's a graphical representation of the data. Your Power BI is a self-service business intelligence. So what are the tools inside the Power BI? Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View. These are the three tools inside the Power BI. So let me come to the so what you can do with this Power BI. Your Power BI is a self-service business intelligence. It is an approach to the data analytics that enables the end users. They can filter the data, they can modify the data, they can segment the data, they can analyze the data without in-depth technical knowledge in business intelligence or in statistical analysis. So anybody who has basic understanding of the data, they can create the reports and they can share the dashboards with the end users. So with this Power BI, you can create interactive dashboards, and interactive dashboards you can share with the end user. Let's see, coming to the Power BI data visualization software. So actually data visualization, it is a fast and effective method of transferring the information from a machine to a human brain. So already we have seen this type of visualizations in Excel sheet. These are the earlier examples of the data visualizations. So here the data or information will convert into the visual, so the analytical output can be easily ingested by the humans. So that analytical output that will be in the visualization format. So visualizations you will use like a pie chart or bar charts or column charts, tree maps. So that type of visualizations you will use in this Power BI. So I will explain you step by step. So what are the tools inside the Power BI? So here what it is saying, they can transform the data. So how you can transform the data? To transform the data or modify the data, you will use Power Query. You can use Power Query. And to analyze the data, you will use Power Pivot. So Power Pivot will use the DAX language. So DAX means data analysis expressions. So Power Query internally it uses M language. And you can visualize. So how you can visualize the digital information? So you can visualize with Power View. So these are the three tools embed inside the Power BI. Power View, Power Pivot, and Power Query. So let me give a simple example in Excel sheet. So let me transform, let me analyze it, let me visualize it. Let me give a simple example in Excel sheet. So this is your Power BI tool, for example. Your Power BI contains Power Query tool, Power Pivot, DAX, and Power View. So what you did, so you have some raw data, you have some source data, which is in Excel sheet. So you have some, but that data is in cross-tab format. That is not in the table format. So if you want to create this type of visualizations, you require table data, tabular data. Yeah. So this is your Power BI tool, and with this Power BI tool, your Power BI tool supports many more data sources. It supports Excel sheets, CSV files, XML files, and it supports many more databases. And it supports the Azure database. I'll show you that the categories of data sources. So let me take a simple data source example, Excel sheet. So first in the step one, first you will connect with Excel sheet with the raw data. So using the get data, you will connect with Excel sheet and you will extract this data into Power BI. But you can see here, this is not in the table format. This is in the cross tab format. Here I have some employee details, and that employees 2005 salaries I have, 2006 salaries I have. With this cross tab format, you cannot do the calculations. You cannot do the calculations. You cannot create the reports, visualizations. This type of reports you cannot create with the matrix format data. So you have to convert. So this is the data here I have. So you have to convert this into this table format, So here I have employee ID, employee name, and also I have year, which is the year value. So Power Query is a self-service ETL tool. That is a ETL tool. So it will extract the Excel sheet. It will extract the Excel sheet into the Power BI and it will transform. Oh, so we have a couple of transformations in Power Query. Like a pivot, unpivot. So we will learn these transformations in the class. Transpose, use first row as a header, data conversion. So this type of transformations you will learn in the Power Query classes. So here I have the data in column format. I want to bring this column data 2005 to row, 2006 to row. So here you can see this is in the row format. So anyway, this conversion formulas we will see in the Power Query classes. So here how you can convert the column to the row. So use the unpivot transformation. I'll explain you this example practically in the Power BI tool. But let me give the brief introduction of this. I will use the unpivot and then I will convert this column to the row. Here you can see the 2005 is in row, right? So now it has converted to the table format now. It has converted to the table format. Before that it was in cross-tab format. So with this cross-tab format, you cannot create the calculations. The table format is suitable to create the calculations. So that's why I have converted into the table format data using some transformations. So this type of transformations we will learn in the Power Query classes. And Power Query, so what you will learn here, you will learn M language also. You will learn M language. So Power Query internally uses M language. So after completing this first module, step 1, then you will go to the second step. Because in the step 1, I got the year, I got the employee salary, I have the employee name, and I have employee ID. So I modified this raw data into the structured format or suitable format to do the calculations. And here I required employee tax. I want to calculate employee tax. So formulas you can use in DAX. So formulas you can create with the help of data analysis expressions DAX. Okay. So I will write the formula. I want to calculate 10% tax. So 10 multiplied by employee salary divided by 100. A simple mathematical formula I will use in DAX. Then I will get 500 as a tax here. Here also I will get 500 as a tax. Here I will get 300 as a tax. So calculation is happening here with the DAX formula. So what you can do with this DAX, you can do the calculations, you can do the analysis. So comparing the 2005-2006 salaries of particular employee John. So how his performance from 2005 to 2006. If the performance is good, they can increase the salary. So that kind of decisions they can take in the report. For that, I have calculated tax, and this is the 2005 salaries, 2006 salaries for each employee. So what you will learn in the DAX? In DAX, you will learn the different types of functions, like information functions, math functions, time intelligence functions. So among these functions, the important functions you will learn: calculate. So in DAX, you will learn mostly the functions. I will tell you. So what are the functionalities of these functions? Calculate. Same period last year. YTD, year to date function, date add function. So if you know the SQL, so the similar type of functions we will learn here, and some more advanced functions you will learn in the DAX. We know we already seen the date add function, the SQL date difference. But in the DAX, you will learn some more advanced functions. Calculate same period last year, year to date, quarter to date. So the type of functions you will learn. So what this is saying, Power BI desktop gives you tools to transform the data. To transform the data, we are going to use Power Query. And to analyze, we are going to use Power Pivot DAX. So that's the second step. So after did the calculation. So here I got the calculations. So this type of many more calculations you can do with the help of DAX. The main thing, you can do the data comparison. So how the salaries, so they can compare last year salaries with the present year salaries. The type of things you can do here with the DAX functions. So we'll see the example. So after getting the calculations, I want to visualize this, because this data, if you give this data to the client, they cannot understand. But here we have only 10 records. But in your raw data, you will have the millions of the records. With that millions of the records, it's very difficult to understand. So for that, we required a visualization. So we are going to use Power View, which is inside the Power BI. So in Power View, what you will learn? You will learn different types of charts, like a pie chart, some column charts, bar charts, remaps, some table and matrix reports, scatter chart. So the type of different types of charts you will learn in the Power View. So here you can see, for example, David salary is very low. David performance is very low. For example, here John performance it is showing very high. The performance whose employee performance is high, so they can give the hike to the employee. So here with this data, client cannot understand with this data, but here they are understanding here with the visualization format. So this type of column charts, bar charts, remaps, scatter charts you can create in the Power View. So let me extract one simple Excel sheet. Let me do that here in the Power BI. This is our Power BI tool. This is our Power BI tool. So let me do that example here. First step is let me get the data from Excel sheet. So what kind of data sources your Power BI supporting? So there are the 6 categories it is supporting: file category, database category, Power Platform, Azure category. So if you click on the file category, you can see the list of the sources, data sources. If you click on the databases, so it supports many more databases which are available in the IT market. And Power Platform, it supports the data sets, Power BI data sets. In Azure, it supports the SQL database, Azure SQL database, Azure Data Warehouse, Azure Analysis Services database. We don't know what type of data source your company will use. If your company will use Cosmos DB, you can connect with the Cosmos DB. So your Power BI is supporting many more data sources. It supports Google Analytics, SharePoint online list. These all are the online services. Here you can see the list of the online services. And coming to the other, in some websites will have the table information. So even you can extract that website table information. So in this example, I have shown you the Excel, right? Let me take source as a Excel sheet. Let me take source as a Excel sheet. Let me get this employee sheet. Before that, first I will show you how the sheet data is, how the raw data is. Still loading the data. Yeah, in the Power BI, I got that sheet. So you can see here how the data is. Here I have employee ID and some employee name. And this 2004, 2005, 2006 salaries. So this is in cross tab. With this, you cannot create the calculations, right? So for that, let me transform it. Let me modify this data. To modify this data, so come to the transform data. So you will redirect to the Power Query. So it will take some time. It has opened, right? Power Queries. This is the tool, Power Query. So with this Power Query, you can transform the data, you can clean up the data, you can mash up the data, you can modify the data. You can modify the structure. So here I have some null records. Let me remove the null records. So null records are deleted. But here you can see it don't have the column name. It don't have the column name. But where is the column name? Column name is in first record. Here I have 6 records. In first record, you can see this is the record. This is the record and this is the column. So I want to convert this first record to the column header. For that, I have a transformation. Use first row as a header. So use the first row as header. So now it has converted to the column header. Now let me do some more transformation. Let me do some more. With this data, you cannot write the calculations because this is in the cross tab format as we discussed in this example, this simple example. So let me use unpivot transformation. Just highlight the 2004, 2006, 2005 and use the transform tab. In the transform tab, I have a unpivot. If you use unpivot, what happens? Column headers will come to the row. Column headers will come to the row. Column headers will come to the row. Let me do that. Just click on the unpivot columns. Now I got the year column. I got the salaries, employee salaries. So what you will get, what type of interview questions you will get in this Power Query. So they may ask you what type of data sources you have used in your project. What are the sources and connections you have used? Any challenges you faced? So the type of issues also we'll discuss in the classes. These are the different types of data sources. So this is the Power Query editor. You can filter the data, you can shape the data, you can clean up the data. Just I did the shape the data. So for the data cleaning components also we will learn, and data shaping components we will learn, and combining the data. To combine the data, we will use merge and append. So merge internally uses join. Append internally uses union. So first I will explain you the concept. What is the difference between join and union? Then we will see the merge queries. Then we will see the append queries. So in Power Query, so they may ask you what type of transformations you have used in your project. I have used pivot, unpivot, transpose. So the type of, so whatever you use the transformation, you can give the presentation to the your interviewer. So let me come back to the tool. So I got the proper data, right? So after you got the table format data, just close this query editor. Close the query editor. Your Power BI, it is a in memory. It stores the data in Azure Blob Storage and Azure SQL database. So now here I modified the data with couple of transformation. So today we have seen we have seen the unpivot, right? Step by step we will learn all types of transformations, and also we will see different types of interview questions. I will share you the interview questions because interview questions are very useful. To give the presentation in front of interviewer, you have to review the interview questions. So I will share you the interview questions as well. So step by step, we will learn all these transformations. So then we can complete the first module. And coming to the second module, you have to write some calculations. Let me calculate employee tax. So where is your DAX editor? So here you can see three tabs. This is the data modeling. Here I have only one table. I don't have the multiple tables. We'll see that example in the future classes. We'll see the star schema or snowflake design. So right now I have only single table because I got this data from Excel sheet, and we will add some more tables. But where is your DAX editor? Here just click on the data tab. So here we have the DAX editor. And this is the data set, employee data set. And in that I have the column names, attributes, employee ID, name, salaries. So now here I want to calculate employee tax. So just right click on it, click on the new column. Your DAX editor will open. So in that you can write the formula, a simple mathematical formula. 10% tax I want to calculate. 10% tax I want to calculate. Let me write the formula. 10 multiplied by employee salaries divided by 100. So here I am getting the employee tax. Okay. So here this is a simple calculation, but you can do the complicated calculations like comparing the last year's salaries with the present year's salaries, comparing the last quarter salaries with the present quarter salaries. So that type of calculations you can do with this time intelligence functions, same period last year, and calculate functions. So step by step, we will learn all these types of functions with one example. So in DAX, we will learn mostly the functions. Now, let me come back to the Power BI tool. Just click on the enter and it is calculating the employee tax. So what type of interview questions you will get in this DAX? So that also we'll discuss. I'll share you the DAX interview questions. So in this DAX, so what type of DAX functions you have used in your project? And they may ask you some DAX scenarios. So you can tell that I have used different types of DAX functions like a calculate function, same period last year. They may ask you one scenario. So we'll see that scenarios. So in the DAX, you will see filter functions, information functions, logical functions. In the logical functions, you will use if statement and switch statement. So that you will learn in the logical functions. So here, if you know the SQL, I'm comparing the SQL with the DAX query. So here I want to calculate IT department total salaries. With this single statement, I'm calculating IT department total salaries. So here you have to join some tables and you have to use where filter. Then you will get the IT department total salaries. So how simple your DAX query with a single statement, you are calculating IT department total salaries. For that you have used calculate function. So these syntaxes and these calculations we will see in the DAX. Some summarize functions, some filter functions. So that we will see. After completing the calculation, so you got all the information. Now you want to visualize it. So let me come back to the Power BI tool. So in this, there is another tab, report tab. Just click on the report tab. So in that report tab, you can see different types of visualizations. Here I have in the first row, I have column charts and bar charts. The second row, I have line charts, area charts. And the third row, I have pie charts, tree maps, and donut charts. So you will learn in the third step, the third module, you will learn different types of visualizations. And also we'll see the bookmarks, page navigations, drill down, drill through reports. So that also we'll see. So let me take a simple visualization, column chart here. This is the column chart. So drag the, here I want to visualize employee salaries by employee name. So drag the employee name and drop here. Employee salaries, drag it and drop here. It is visualizing employee salaries by employee name. So whenever you are drag and drop this employee name here, this column chart will have the inputs. Access is one input, legend is one input, values. So salaries, the numerical data will default will go to the value section. And category or letters, that it will go to the access. Let me create another visualization. So you can create this one as a bar chart as well. Use one pie chart. In this pie chart, let me visualize employee tax by employee name. So drag this employee tax and drop here in the value section. Drag the employee name and drop here in the legend. So it is showing you employee tax by the employee name. So how it is showing you this visualization from your raw data. Your raw data is an Excel sheet. But of course, here we have only 5 or 10 records. But with millions of the records also, you can create this type of visualizations. By seeing the 5 records, we can take the decision, of course. But with the millions of the records, we cannot take the decision. For that purpose, we have to create the visualizations. So let me use one filter here. So to filter the data, I'm going to use slicer. Here I am using the slicer. So in the slicer, I want to use, let me use year, drag this and drop here. It is displaying 2004, 2005, 2006 data. Let me see 2005 data. Your pie chart is changing, your bar chart is changing for the user inputs. Let me see 2006 data. Let me see 2004 data. Right? Your both visualizations are changing. Your pie chart is changing and as well as your column chart, your bar chart is also changing. So here I have one more requirement in this slicer. I don't want to display these check boxes. I want to display the switch buttons. So for that, we will work with the report formatting. Just click on the year and come to the report formatting. And these are the properties, report formatting properties. So these properties also we will learn in the visualization. So in general, instead of taking orientation as a vertical, take the horizontal. Okay. So let me give some background color. Not this background color. Of the buttons I want to give the color. For that, let me come to the items. 2004, 5, 6, they are the items. So let me give the background color. Right. Let me give the font color. Now this type of interactive reports you can create in the Power BI. You can see 2004 data, you can see 2005. So what you will learn in this Power View, you will learn different types of pie charts, different types of column charts, bar charts, tree maps, scatter chart, and also we will learn the formatting, and also we will learn bookmarks and drill down, drill through reports, and page navigation. So the different types of things you will learn here in the Power View. So what type of interview questions you will get here in the Power View? Let's see that. This is the dashboard area. So what kind of reports you have used in your project? What kind of visuals you have used? How you will get the requirements? Who will provide you the requirements? Have you ever directly interacted with the client? So have you used bookmarks, drill down, drill through reports and sync filter? So what type of filters are available in the Power BI? So what type of challenges you faced in the development? So your report is running very slowly. How you can improve the performance of that report? So that type of interview questions will get. And also we'll discuss all these types of issues and scenarios in the classes. I'll share you all these interview questions answers. So here we have the three modules we have covered. First module Power Query, second module Power Pivot DAX, third module we have seen Power View. So after completing the development, you will publish in the cloud. So how you can publish? Just there is an option publish, and you have to give the username and password. So this report will be deployed in the Power BI service. So what you will learn in the Power BI service? How to upload the Power BI file, how to publish the file in the Power BI service. So in this, you will learn the workspaces and apps. They may ask you what is the difference between workspace and apps. So we will see this Power BI service that is in the fourth module. How you have created the subscriptions. Have you ever worked on the question and answer? So what is this question and answer? You have created the report and you have deployed in the service. So just type the question 2004 John salaries. Just type the question. It will give you the report here. 2005 total salaries. Just type here and it will give you the proper visualization here. So that is the feature we have in the Power BI. And also we'll see row level security and licensing terms, subscriptions, that also we'll see. And some will see admin roles. You have created the report and you have to share with particular person how you can implement the security. And also we will see the gateways. So with the help of gateways, you will get the live data. If your data source is on premises, you have to use gateways. If your data source is in online service, so there you no need to use the gateways. So that gateways also we will learn. So in my classes, I will work with the SQL Server database that is on premises. So I'll explain you one example with gateways, how you can synchronize that on premises with this report. So this type of questions will be asked in the interview. What is the difference between this? So here you can see the different types of questions, data modeling and relationships. Relationships also we will discuss. One-to-one relationship, one to many, many to many. what kind of data sources you have used in your project. What is the difference between Power BI desktop and Power BI service? So what type of reports you have used? How to implement row level security. So we'll discuss static row level security and we'll discuss the dynamic row level security. So that we will see step by step in our classes. So Power Query. So before start this Power Query, DAX, Power Pivot, first I'll start with the SQL. So I want to give some knowledge. I want to give some my experience on SQL. So first week I will start the SQL. After that, then I will start the Power Query. Then we will go for the DAX. Then we'll go for the Power Pivot. This is for the 45 days course. So from tomorrow onwards, I'll start the SQL. So SQL is a database language. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. So tomorrow we'll see some DDL, DML commands and what's the purpose of the database, so that we'll see. And also some more important topics we'll see the tomorrow's session. And here, let me stop the session today.